Want to grow your business and take it to the next level? Well, here we all are, and we are going to show you how through hard work, perseverance, and a little help and know-how, you can take things to the next level and push the success of your business even further. Let's get going. Want to grow your business and take it to the next level? Well, here we all are, and we are going to show you how through hard work, perseverance, and a little help and know-how, you can take things to the next level and push the success of your business even further. Let's get going.
Now, if you're looking forward to disruptive mindset conversations that is going to transform your life 360 degree and move you closer to the life that you've always dreamt to have, like Wellth Living Omobola Stephen is the show you like to listen on. It focuses on self-improvement and personal development with the occasion of experts and professionals who are adept in this topic. So today I have Beth Dana on the show. Now, Beth Dana is the author of Make Money Your Partner book series. She's also an humanitarian and also the founder of Wellth Living. Welcome to the show with me, Beth Dana.
Thank you so much for having me. I am just honored to be here to speak with your audience today. So thank you for the opportunity.
All right, thank you once again. Now, Beth, you'll be talking about purpose-driven work and also art-centered leadership and business. Now, that's something I'm looking forward to having you share your expertise on. And now, Beth, because you're an author of Make Money Your Partner, right? I'd like us to kick off with this question. Why should I make money my partner, right? I mean that money should run errands for me, not otherwise.
Yeah. Well, when we have it in like some type of control nature, right? A lot of times we feel like it's controlling us, or in times we feel like we're controlling it. And then there's no relationship. Control doesn't work in relationships. So looking at money, just like any other relationship in our life, is where the harmony and really the faith comes into our relationship with money, because money is simply a tool. It's here for us to do good with it, right? And so it is a matter of having a relationship.
All right. Now, Beth, is there anything like financial wellness and wholeness? And now, should we begin to start reconsidering this as critical to overall wealth?
Can you repeat the question, please?
And now I'd like us to talk more about financial wellness and wholeness, which is something that you're expert on. Now, I'd like you to answer me in this regard. Should we need to start reconsidering this, as vital, critical to our health and wellness?
Oh, absolutely. In my opinion, yes, absolutely. I think it's important for us to have a healthy relationship with money. And that, because money touches every aspect of our lives. And so when we can really start unfolding our relationship with money, it's absolutely amazing to see how the other areas of our life transform as well. Our relationships improve, our self-value improves, how we show up in business in our lives is much more in a confident position. With more clarity and ease. We're not coming from a place of fear and lack and scarcity. We're coming from a place of abundance, right? And so knowing that we're going to be taken care of, and that's where I speak about the faith, right? The faith that we're taken care of. So having a healthy relationship, financial well-being in our lives is just important as us working out and taking care of our bodies, taking care of our mind, taking care of our spirit. It's all interconnected.
All right. Now, talking about wholeness in business, now, I begin to wonder, in these unpredictable times that we are in, and now you will agree with me regarding that. And now, how can someone build a art-centered business at this time?
Oh my gosh, now is the time more than ever to be building a heart-centered business. We need more heart-centered leaders in the world today more than ever. I'm not saying anything that you probably don't already know or that you don't already have heard, But we absolutely do. And the way that I would say that you can start doing this is really in starting to do the internal work. It all comes down to our personal and inner world so that we can create the external world that we're so desiring. So by starting to implement heart-centered practices into your business and not being so much about the money in your business, because that's coming from a scarcity and lack. A lot of times, if that's the only reason why we're driving our business, it's not necessarily going to work. When we can come from a heart-centered space, be about the person in front of us, being about humanity as a whole, that's where it is. But really, it's got to start with us doing the internal work ourselves. We've got to be willing to look at the areas and the dark parts of ourselves and embracing them, because when we can, then we can show up as a much stronger leader for the people around us.
Oh, really? Good to know that. Now, if I or a person want to build a heart-centered business, for example, what are the 5 major steps that they need to take in order to accomplish this?
Oh, well, the 5 major steps. Well, I mean, I would say everybody's path is different, right? But again, the first one is doing the internal work. That's really it. You got to be willing to go to the places that feel uncomfortable to show up in your heart-centered business. Bring value. That would be a second one. Bring value in anything you do and everything that you do. Another heart-centered would be to create community. I feel community is really important in creating a heart-centered business. And let's see, the fourth one would be, well, let's see. Well, God is there. I was going to leave the God. That's just like the first one for me, right? But having a relationship in your work that you're doing, knowing that you're doing this work for the greater good of everyone, that's a heart-centered business. And being about, humanity and allowing your business to shine for everybody. So again, those are 5 things that come up for me right now in this quick bit, but there's so many different ways. And again, everyone's path is going to be showing up differently in creating a heart-centered business. But ultimately, I would say, if I can say the top one is having faith and having a connection with God, a higher power. That's really going to support you in creating a heart-centered business.
Right. Now, you are a humanitarian, right? Can you share some personal experience about your business now, focusing on heart-centered entrepreneurship, which you really have? Can you share your insight or your personal experience?
Well, in my work as creating a heart-centered business, I mean, that's just something that I've always done. And I can say in the work that I've done internally for myself, it's just gotten stronger. It's gotten brighter. It's gotten bigger. It's, it's my humanitarian work started off when I was young, going down to Tijuana, Mexico and serving kids in the orphanage. That was my start in doing humanitarian work. And then going to the Mother Teresa house in Calcutta, India, and serving at a couple of the Mother Teresa houses there. That's my humanitarian work, right? And so everybody can do it on the scale that they feel most comfortable in doing. It doesn't matter grand or small, it's all impactful. So, but what I'm saying is that the deeper work that I've done within myself, the wider reach that I've been able to make in the humanitarian level. And so anything that I'm ever doing, there's always an element of humanity for me that gets to be there in all of the work that I do.
Absolutely. Thank you once again, Beth Dana, for your insight on the show. Now, moving forward, I'd like us to talk about purpose-driven work. Now, talking about organization culture, what does it mean to be purpose-led?
What does it mean to be purpose-led? Is that what your question is?
Yes.
Being purpose-led for me is knowing that there's something bigger than me that's guiding me. There is, in my case, it's God. God's leading the way in the work that I do. And again, that goes back to what I've spoken about earlier. It's that faith. It's the trusting and having faith, taking that step before even knowing what is about to be unfolded or happening, right? And that's the purpose-driven work. It's knowing that something bigger is calling me and anybody else that's called for purpose-driven work. It's calling us for a bigger game in life. It's calling us for a bigger impact in life. And so that takes a huge amount of faith and trust and courage along the way. And yeah.
All right, Beth, quickly, I'd like you to run to 5 major features to look forward to in a purpose-driven workplace.
I'm sorry, there was 5. Could you repeat the question?
I'd like you to share with me 5 major features, right, to look for in a purpose-driven workplace.
In a purpose-driven workplace?
That's
well,
right.
I think it goes very hand in hand with the heart-centeredness, right? So again, what is the purpose? What is the purpose of the business? Looking at the why of the business, right? Not necessarily the what, but the why. What's the mission in the work that's being done? And also looking at the leadership, looking at the leadership and making sure that is it in alignment, and so that's it, looking at the leadership. And what else? Let's see, what else would be a good purpose-driven? I think some of the things that I spoke about during the heart-centered are very, very similar for me in a lot of ways. Again, I think that they go very similar and hand in hand, because as we're in a heart-centered business, it's purpose-driven. It's a purpose-driven business.
Right now, Beth, you have a business, you have an organization going for you, talking about leadership, which is absolutely very important, right? Going forward, how can leaders help their team to find their purpose?
Oh, well, that's a great question. So we actually talk about this in one of our elements. We have 9 elements of wealth in our immersion program, and we actually talk about it's a business element, and it's about team building, and it's about bringing more of a conscious conversations into an organization, into a workplace, into business. And it's really about having relationships and conscious conversations with people. So when we can all understand each other, our gifts, our talents, really hear each other, see each other for who we are, that is what creates really great dynamic and synergy.
Beth, do you have any projects you'd like to share with my audience, or any gifts you'd like to offer to the audience of Global Lead?
Well, I would like to share our up and coming immersion program in Costa Rica. We have a 7-day immersion program that is setting place in the Pacific side of Costa Rica. That'll be February 12th through the 18th. And there again, we are a platform that supports people who are really wanting to step into their leadership in their personal and professional life. So we cover that through 9 elements of wealth. And be sure to go to our website for more information on that. Would love to have you.
All right. Can you share your website quickly and your social media handles, if any?
The website is wellthliving.com, and they can also find us at Wellth Living on social media.
Thanks. Can you pronounce, or can you spell Wellth Living for my audience?
Thank you so much, because it is a little play on words. I'm glad you said that. So Wellth is WELLTH. That's WELLTH living.com.
Awesome. Any part what you like to share?
Well, I would just like to share, right now is such an important time in our lives, in our cultures, in our world. And if you're feeling a tug on your heart in just the slightest way to really step into your purpose, your leadership, listen to that voice and reach out either through to Wellth Living, myself, or mentors around you. Reach out, listen to that voice, because we need more heart-centered leaders in our world today more than ever. And so it's just a matter of hearing that voice and taking action. That is really the pivotal part for us in this world. So I just taking action in that slightest bit and step into your leadership, because we need your heart-centered leadership more than ever.
Absolutely. Thank you for the beautiful word, Beth Dana, for the motivation. Nice having this conversation with you, Beth Dana. I can wish you the best of luck always in your future interviews.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure.
All right, it's a pleasure once again. Now, if you'd like to catch up with any missed episodes of Wellth Living with Omobola Stephen, you can do so on any cross-promotion platforms or any distribution platforms you pop into online, and you have an amazing time. Perhaps you would like to be a guest on the show. You can mail me at omobolastephen.outlook.com. Perhaps you can check me up on my website to get to know about me and about what I've been up to at www.omobolastephen.online. Now, I'll be looking forward to your mail, looking forward to connecting with you. Now, we can have a great show together and be the change that the world is waiting for. Till I come your way, I need you always to be God. Without my love, I talk to you, son. Bye for now.